Well, Mitessh Thakkar and Shrikant Chouhan are joining us now for some technical trading ideas as well. Deepan stays on. Mitessh, what would you do? I mean, we get a gap up, about a 150, 200 point gap up. Chase it or wait for intraday dips?
Prashant, yesterday we didn't buy with the dip because we were not sure whether we'll see a recovery immediately. Though the last hour was slightly on the positive side, but the overall day was negative. And the hourly chart setup is not very positive. But with today's gap up, I think things could change. I think 18,200 would be the level where we can, I think approximately around those levels where we'll see this opening. And if that happens, and if we see continuation, then I think, we'll take a long with a 65, 70 point kind of a stop on the Nifty and look at possibly this time 18,350 being tested. But in case we open and stay below 18,200, then I'll wait for some kind of an intraday dip to buy.
But is there any reason for this dip to come, right? I mean, that's the question. Shrikant Chouhan is also with us, the EVP at Kotak Securities. Shrikant, a gap up is a given, going by what the SGX is suggesting. But then what? Do you think we can build on to our gains? Do you think we can hit new highs today? And if yes, what's the strategy?
Good morning, Prashant. Good morning, Surya. I think, the markets are going to cross 18,300 levels. And the reason is because yesterday, despite the market breadth was extremely weak, the market managed to sustain above the crucial, important psychological level of 18,000. Today, if we go through with the macro factors, then based on that, markets are going to cross the level of 18,300. That's the overall view. And as Mitessh said, yes, despite that, if the market fails to cross 18,300, then it will keep the market in the range. But broadly, we are expecting markets are heading towards the levels of 18,500. So the strategy should be to buy even if there is any correction during the day. We are now expecting 18,000 to act as a very good support for the market. And if we if we try to correlate this with the Bank Nifty, then we may even see the levels of 42,500 or 42,800 on the Bank Nifty.
Okay, all right, Shrikant, then go ahead and give us your picks as well.
In the past, whenever the market recovered from the lower levels or whenever it opened up with a gap, we saw most of the time activity in all the HDFC companies. So today also we are expecting furthermore activity in HDFC Bank and HDFC Limited. We are expecting HDFC Bank to move towards 1600 in the near term. We can keep stop loss around 1480. And also we like HDFC Limited, which is around 2500. There we are expecting 2650 on the high side. And from the defense sector, we like Bharat Dynamics, which is around 960, 980. There we are expecting 1060, 1070. We should look for adding this BDL at current levels with a stop loss around 920.
Right. Well, Mitessh, how about you? What would the stock ideas be from your end?
So I have HDFC on my bank on my list as well. I think that's clearly a stock which is showing good strength and possibly now playing some catch up with the run up which you've seen in the PSU banking names. So HDFC Bank is a buy with a stop below 1509 for targets of 1560. That about Hero Motors is a buy with a stop at 2689 for targets of 2765, and GSPL is a buy with a stop at 229 for targets of 246. I've kept one sell call in case the market does not get past 18,200 post the opening. Then we'll attempt that. GNFC is a sell with a stop at 686 for targets of 650.
Okay, all right, gentlemen. Thanks so much for that. For the time being, we'll slip into a short break. You come back, we'll get chatting with Mr. Ramesh Kalyana Raman, the Executive Director at Kalyan Jewellers. Stay with us.